Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we're going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Tory finished the fight during the events of Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 1? Spoiler warning for Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2, you have been warned. So in this timeline, Tory's mom would still pass away, and the fights to determine the captains would still happen. Robbie would still fight Miguel, and that fight would stay the same. Robbie would still be balanced, and he would still defeat Miguel, so Robbie would still be the boys' captain. Tory would still fight Sam, but she would still be fighting with anger, and Amanda would still get a call from the hospital, so Amanda and Daniel would still want to stop the fight. Tory would still reveal that her mom had died, and that she needed to fight, but Daniel and Amanda would be against it. Johnny would say that he was the referee, and that he was going to let Tory fight. Daniel would get mad, so in this timeline, Johnny would let Tory finish the fight, and the fight would continue. The score would be 2-1. Tory would continue fighting with anger, and Sam would be worried about Tory. She would be distracted, and Tory would score her second point. The score would be 2-2. The fight would carry on. Sam would realize how much Tory was hurt, and how much she needed this, so Sam would decide to hold back, and Tory would land the final hit. So in this timeline, Tory would defeat Sam, and she would be the girls' captain. Robbie would be happy for Tory, and he would check if she was okay. Miguel would talk to Sam, and he would tell her that he noticed that she backed off, but Sam would tell Miguel that Tory needed the win. Those events would continue, so Miyagi would go to the Saikai Taikai, and Hawk would stay behind, and at the Saikai Taikai, they would be surprised to see Cobra Kai increase there. Miyagi and Cobra Kai would still be at the mixer, and Quan would still want to challenge Robbie, but in this timeline, Tory would get Robbie to back off from his challenge. She would tell him it wasn't worth it. Those events would carry on. The first challenge would still happen. Miyagi would want to protect Robbie and Tory, and they would do protect the egg. Quan would still want to go after the Miyagi's, but in this timeline, Miguel would fight him off. Miyagi would be on defense, and only Devin and Dimitri would go down, and Cobra Kai's girl captain would go down, so it would be Miyagi versus the Iron Dragons, and the rest of the Iron Dragons would still leave, so it would only be Axel and Zara. Robbie and Miguel would team up against Axel, and Sam and Tory would team up against Zara. Miguel and Robbie would be using a combination of offense and defense, and Axel would try to knock him down. Sam and Tory would try to knock down Zara, but Zara would be able to fight them both off, and Zara would still take down Tory, so Miyagi would lose. The Saikai Taikai would continue. Miyagi would still have to knock the other dojo off the platform. Devin would still be knocked within 10 seconds. But in this timeline, Robbie would be focused, and he wouldn't be knocked off. So Miyagi would be higher in the leaderboard. And in the main stage, Miyagi would still have to fight out Dublin Thunder. Robbie and Tory would start off, and they would manage to knock down some of their opponents, but Tory would be caught off guard, and she would be knocked down, so Devin would join Robbie. Robbie and Devin would continue to fight, and Devin would still sacrifice herself to save Robbie, so she would also be knocked down. Sam would join Robbie on the platform, and they would use the circle technique against her opponents, so they would knock down more members of Dublin Thunder, but eventually Robbie would be knocked down, so Dimitri would join Sam, but at this point Dublin Thunder would be down to the last member, and they would manage to knock him down, so Miyagi would win, and much like in the original timeline, Carmen would still be rushed to the hospital, and Johnny and Miguel would have to leave, so Johnny would call for Hawk to take Miguel's place, so Hawk would make his way to Barcelona, and that is where I'm going to end part 1. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Tory finished the fight during the events of Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 1? Let me know in the comments below. YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you guys next time.